up cameras.
Like by the Maris Cafe, you mean, or here?
I've seen pictures of them. I don't know the exact locations. I just know they're on the access to in here. So anybody that drove in here, you've been surveilled.
And the Harney County Superintendent resigned yesterday. Does that have anything to do with siding with y'all?
I am not sure, but isn't not interesting that things are changing, that people are resigning and speaking out on our behalf, and others are fighting vehemently to keep us from having access to buildings, to have daylight shed on things. And so I personally believe, from one of the documents that I have seen, that there is great corruption here. You know, you ought to follow the money. There's great wealth that's locked up. On my ranch, particular in Arizona, the greatest mineral wealth in the world is on that. And so why do they lock that off? And why do they keep those resources from the people and then have access to by others at different times? I don't have specifics that I'll give you, but you ought to really follow the money. That saying holds the water in this case.
Oh boy, what are you planning on doing today?
Well, we are looking at the surveillance that they put up on access here. We are looking at some of the residents who told us about it, and they think that ought to be taken down, that the federal government should be having surveillance here in the county, that those surveillance footages or cameras should be taken down off the access to this property. So that's what we're considering doing, and when we do, we want it in the light of day. And FBI, I'm sure you listen to this, you know, maybe you ought to get your tail out there and take them down before we get there, so it's no issue. But
where you floated them?
Right
there.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, that's not okay, and that's not what's called freedom, having this surveillance state that's taking place at all levels. And you all know about that. So.
Are you meeting to discuss like the strategy you plan to hold Monday?
We're hoping to get the facility put in place Monday. This needs to happen quickly. We don't want things to lag. We want things to move quickly. So
Mark,
I get
gotcha. You did it well. I just didn't.
So it's locals requesting it, and they're being denied access to their own public building.
Right.
It's not us calling the shots. Locals are now.
Yeah, the Committee of Safety is trying to get the committee. Harney County residents, the Committee of Safety is trying to get access to their own public buildings for this committee, for this meeting. They're being denied by Judge Grasty. Again, that's not okay. Let's have open dialogue. Let's have some clarity with what's going on here. This is going to take a process. This is not just a one night and we get every answer. We're working hard and things are moving. But we need to have openness and transparency.
Is there anything at this meeting that Mr. Bundy or his associates will be able to tell people that they haven't already said about their exit strategy and their demands for?
I know that he's working hard to put it in a PowerPoint presentation so it's clear and precise, so that we can have a meeting of the mind. And I can look forward to seeing myself.
Sir, I had a quick question.
Sure.
We interviewed a lot of people on this channel, and a lot of people have all been they're being threatened and not verbally supported.
That's true.
And we've interviewed about 40 different people. I would say over half of them are saying they can't talk.
Can we hear this? What is just being said here?
Sir.
Is RTTV?
Say it louder, please.
Okay. We interviewed about 40 or 50 people in Harney County, and none of them will go on the record. They will all off the record say that we intimidated to not verbally, publicly support you guys. This is the first time that they've ever had a voice in this policy. Can you comment on that?
Well, let's look at the packets when we opened the fence. The FBI and BLM and law enforcement was there before we got there, putting pressure upon them. They call and say, well, man, we didn't expect, man, this is a lot of intensity. You know, where you say, hang strong, be strong. And they say, we are, but we're not used to this. So there's a concrete example of this, just not broad brushes, but that's a narrow stroke. That's an individual family. So yes, it's true. Federal government, go home, take care of federal things, secure our borders, protect our nations, keep commerce regular, and just a couple other things. Get the heck out of Dodge and leave the rest for the state and the counties to take care of. Let the people be free. It's high time, dadgummit. Get out of town. So anyway, before I get too hot, I gotta get out of here. So.
Yeah, no, it's a good kind of hot.
Thank you very much.
Amen.
Thank you.